Well, it's day 4, Achmelvich to Scourie, and I don't expect a lot of GoPro footage today because the weather's pretty crap. So I'm going to just have a quick breakfast and break camp and just make my way, but I'm going to pack my stuff all away nice and watertight. Here's the digs for the night. Bit of a mess. Yeah, a bit rainy. Get breakfast done. Pack everything into these bags and then do the tent last of all. And get cracking. Well, they knew from the forecast the evening before that it was going to be a drizzly morning, so there was no point in stressing about it. I just needed to eat breakfast and pack up before it got worse. Luckily I got some camp food packed with me. I thought it might be like this. Have a brew. Some breakfast. Well, with the crap weather and that road is so hilly, it's brutal with all these bags, so I'm going to opt out today and go a straightaway on the main road to Kylesku. And the other thing is, it's raining, but I've already overheated, so I'm going to get rid of these waterproofs. It's less hassle just to be wet. I was now back on the A837 and riding towards Loch Assynt, where I would be turning north and making my way to the famous Kylesku Bridge. I think there's a break in the weather now. It was forecast till about just after lunch and then it starts again, so take the shorter route and try to get there quick. Pretty soon the wet start was a distant memory and I was enjoying the lovely ride as usual. Pretty impressive in the rain or in the sun. They look like they've just erupted out of the earth. Eventually I reached Loch Assynt and enjoyed the ride as it followed the loch's shore. Now Loch Assynt is a freshwater loch that discharges into the sea. It's 6 miles long and 1 mile across at its widest point, with a maximum depth of 86 metres. It's a great place to fish for trout, sea trout and salmon. These trees are weird, aren't they? Just in the loch. Look at the size of that damn thing. Tell you what, it's hard going today. I got a headwind. I'm in the lowest gears and I don't seem to be getting anywhere. Bloody hell, I'm going to be all day at this rate. I was now nearly at the end of the loch where I was going to turn off and ride north towards Kylesku. 16 miles to go. God, this route is just climbing all the time. Look at this lot here now. All the way down to the loch side. I didn't expect that. It's a bit more up there. It is stunning though. Maybe next year I should do a tour of the Netherlands or something. Something nice and flat. Talk about no pain, no gain. That's wrong, didn't I? There's even more of the bloody thing. Now this is killing me, is this? I can manage the panniers with the camping gear. It's just a bit too much. It's like dragging an anchor behind you. At long last the climb ended and I could enjoy the ride again. The views at the top were outstanding to say the least. The descent that followed was a never-ending dream of a ride and a welcome rest for my legs. As I gazed at the road stretching out in front of me and into the distance, it made me realise just how far a normal person can travel just riding a simple bicycle and with human power alone. Being on the world famous NC500, I passed people on motorcycles and in camper vans, all enjoying the same experience with me. Look at the size of that thing. Unbelievable. God, how much more descent have we got? Awesome. And then just as I thought I was at the end of the descent, it kicked off again. I was truly in cycling heaven. As Loch Glencool came into sight, I knew that I wasn't far from Unapool and the famous Kylesku Bridge. Let's grab a coffee. The rock stop is the Northwest Highlands Geopark Visitor Centre, Coffee Shop and Exhibition Centre. It's a fascinating place to stop and the manager there is a friendly and knowledgeable person. It's situated right on the loch side and once inside you can see amazing views from the windows. If you're passing this way, I highly recommend that you stop here.
Here, the roots of ancient mountains have been exposed during a vast passage of time to form this unique, timeless landscape that surrounds Amsterdam.
This cafe, or this exhibition centre,
These mountain sentinels
just come at the right time because I am needing some food. Look at that.
Down through the generations, but it isn't just a unique landscape.
Look at that for a view. Unbelievable.
Europe so significant on a global scale. The British Geological Survey map, now appearing on the surface, picks out the very bones of the landscape. The colours show the different rock types, and the black lines mark the limits of each kind.
What an interesting place this is.
The geology of Benmore Assynt might seem impenetrable, but for over 130 years now, geologists working here in the Highlands of Scotland have been trying to unravel some of the planet's greatest puzzles. As we drop down past the Cunyac, we'll come to...
Well, bacon and egg butties consumed and coffee drunk, I set off again. Look at that for a view. Incredible lot. Anyway, I stopped at that Geo Cafe or whatever it was. I've really stuffed my face as usual. Man, I feel so much better for that. About 10 miles now. 10 miles to Scourie. But we're just gonna go over that famous Kylesku Bridge in a mile or two. I've seen that on so many photographs. It'd be good to see it now in real life. So just for you, Shelley B and Jimmy B, I've mounted it on the handlebar so you can have a nice view without bingo wings. I don't want you moaning about it, do I? Oh yeah, and before I forget, that's another thing. Where's all this bloody rain in the forecast? It's turned out nice and warm again. I need to get to this campsite quick and set that tent up, because I don't want to do it if it does start to rain. And it's a bit damp from this morning, so it'll give it a chance to dry out. I'd seen so many pictures of the famous Kylesku Bridge whilst researching the NC500 and now couldn't wait to see it for myself. This is the famous bridge. Let's get to that other side. Park up. Now, Kylesku Bridge is one of Scotland's most distinctive and architecturally distinguished bridges. It was opened to traffic in 1984 and back in the day cost £5.3 million to build. It was designed to complement the surrounding area and with a structure built to withstand 100-mile-an-hour winds. Prior to the bridge, the only way across the loch was via a small ferry which only operated in daylight hours. The only alternative being a 100-mile round trip via leg. The ferry service was a traffic bottleneck which made the bridge a welcome improvement to the area. Here you go, the famous bridge at Kylesku. Look at that backdrop. Look at these bloody mountains, they're absolutely spectacular. I'd made a big mistake and forgotten about the weather forecast for the rain later on in the day. I shouldn't have taken so long in the cafe eating and chatting, and I was soon in for a nasty surprise. You gotta be kidding me with these bloody climbs, man. There's only 10 miles to go, but it's going to take all bleeding day at this rate. Now you know I'm not moaning. Look at that. And I'm only just halfway up this. Oh Christ. Well, the heavens absolutely opened up. I'm absolutely wet through, soaked to the skin. There's no way I'm setting up a tent in this weather. So I saw the sign on the roadside. It said B&B had a vacancy. To hell with it, let's go down. And what a beautiful place this is. It's not that much further though. At least I can get dried out for tomorrow because I am wet through. But look at this.